What's up, everybody? OMB. Hey, look, I appreciate y'all subscribing to the channel. Do subscribe if you're not subscribed, and hit that bell icon to be notified for future videos. And smash the like button and share the video, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Well, y'all, I got some disturbing news, man. I normally don't do this, but there's a message I have in this. You know what I'm saying? Because you hear about this a lot, and it's not only with boxers, but this is about Deontay Wilder. And I'm gonna read this article from USA Today. You know what I'm saying? It's disturbing because it's just sad, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because it's unnecessary. But it says Deontay Wilder's, and I'm just reading a part of the article from USA Today where it's talking about Deontay Wilder and domestic violence. You know what I'm saying? As far as I'm concerned, if you gotta put a hands on a woman, you don't need that woman. And woman, if a man put his hands on you, you don't need that man. Period, point blank. There's no reason for none of this. You know what I'm saying? But it says Deontay Wilder struggles in the ring and his mental health. That's another thing I'm concerned about, his mental health, because he has been knocked out. You know what I'm saying? And recently knocked out. So over the last 4 years, and this is Swift. This is let me get her full name before I go reading into the article. This is his fiance. Her name is Chantel Telly Swift. You know what I'm saying? Just for those who don't know. It says, over the last 4 years, Swift said Wilder's mental health has deteriorated during his ongoing struggles in the boxing ring, according to court records. I have something to say about that, too. She said Wilder appeared depressed and angry after he suffered his first professional loss February 22nd, 2020. Tyson Fury stopped Wilder by TKO in the 7th round of their rematch. It says, Swift said, Wilder took his anger out on me and our family, and that's quoting from USA. According to court records, I asked him to go to therapy, but he refused to try to get help. Wilder's behavior worsened after he lost to Fury again October 9th, 2021, according to Swift. Fury knocked Wilder out in the 11th round of their third fight and last fight. It says, at that point, he struggled to get fights that could advance his career, and he was emotionally unstable. Swift said, this doggone stupid thing just keeps on doing what it want to do. I'm reading the article, and it just jumps right up out of it, man. It's retarded. Hold on, y'all. Y'all got to excuse me for this. I can't control what this stupid technology does. They call it technology, but... says at that point, he struggled to get fights that could advance his career. He was emotionally unstable, Swift said, and a request for a restraining order. He would cry and yell often in our home. And it says, since losing to Joseph Parker in December, Swift said, Deontay has been more emotionally abusive to me than any time in the past. I have been suffering in silence despite Deontay becoming increasingly aggressive and controlling, because I did not want him to experience any further mental health struggles. In Saudi Arabia, on May 31st, Wilder was knocked out in the 5th round, his 4th defeat in the past 5 fights. Then it says allegations of physical abuse against Deontay Wilder. Those are the captions that I'm reading. Since their relationship began in 2015, Swift said in court records, Wilder has physically assaulted her at least 5 times and has choked her at least 5 times, holding his hand around her neck until she almost blacked out, leaving painful bruises. Swift noted that Wilder is 6'7", 220 pounds, and she is 5'4", 150 pounds. Big difference. In 2020, Swift said Wilder choked her in front of their daughter and Swift's son. She also said Wilder twice attacked her son Karan. She said Karan, now 18, was 11 when Wilder grabbed him by his clothes and slammed his head on the side of Swift's car because Wilder felt Karan had behaved disrespectfully. She also alluded to something about Wilder putting his finger on his chest and leaving a mark there. Now look, we all know Wilder's a strong dude, bro. So what he do that's light would be heavy to you. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of time people who are that strong don't even know their own strength. You know, so this is one point I'm gonna make. Because the first article I read, and this was like June 6th, something like that, when this first came out. But it could have came out before that. I don't know. I'm just getting it. I was looking up news and that popped up. But this is my thing first and foremost. How did USA Today and TMZ get this information? Who's putting this information out there to be put out for everybody to hear and to see? You know what I'm saying? Why? What's the purpose of it? You know what I'm saying? To make him to be a evil man? I'm not saying what he did was good. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not. And here's another point. A lot of you females like to get with dudes because they got money. And a lot of you dudes with money like to get chicks because they quote unquote pretty. One question. Why ain't y'all doing something that's in between? Why the dude with money ain't going for the chick who got money, the pretty chick who got some senses? Not saying that Swift doesn't. This is not a shot to her. And why the pretty chicks ain't going for the dude who can provide, but not a rich man? They always look down on the dude who's basically well-to-do. They don't want a well-to-do man. They want a rich man. Well, there's things that come with some of these rich men, depending on where they rich at. When it comes to boxers, we've heard about plenty of domestic violence that went on with boxers and their wives. Fighters, period, point blank. But boxers in particular. You know what I'm saying? You know, it just baffles me the way this world goes. You know, because let's say Wilder wasn't a boxer and he was working a regular job and he met her. Would she have got with it? Look at Jay-Z. You think Jay-Z wouldn't be Beyonce if he ain't had that cash? You see what I'm saying? It's the law. I'm not saying she did it for those reasons, but a lot of the times those are the reasons for it, because they famous and they got money. Hell, you even got YouTube stars out there who got a little change on them. But the fact that they YouTube stars, females want to get with them. But I'll tell you like this, from my experience, let's say you work a regular job. I've seen people work regular jobs, and the fact that you work at that job and that female see you every day and you see that female every day and y'all get to know each other, it's the same thing. Y'all be attracted to each other. Y'all get with each other. It's the same doggone thing, y'all. It's just that people think that because they see people on social media so much, they think they know who that person is. You got to understand, that person is pretending to be somebody when they get on the camera. That's not who they are. Most people who are who they are people who talk about these types of subjects like this, and they do a lot of social media on personal subjects, you know, things that happen in regular day life, you know, and they tell you about real stories about their life and how things went on. Those are the people who you can have a pretty good personality about. Not that you're getting them in totality. That's not the case. You know what I'm saying? But these are just allegations against Deontay Wilder. We don't know if they're real or they're not, because we have noticed that a lot of athletes in general, black athletes, has been dealing with this. Not saying that it's not real. It's just we don't know this. I don't know this. I don't have the receipts. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't tell you this. But my thing is that you have to be careful on who you get with. Really get to know that person. A lot of times it's hard because people can hide who they really are for a very long time. But if a man is putting his hands on you And he has been putting his hands on a woman for a significant amount of years. And he travels. She has a cell phone. Call the police. Make a report. Call some family members. Get your behind up out of there. Why are you hanging around? A lot of time they hang around is because of this. The machismo. The money. You know what I'm saying? It's a comfortable life. They get all these luxuries. They get to drive nice cars. They don't want to go home and be a failure to their family, even though it's not their fault. But to them, it's embarrassing. They don't want to do that. They don't want to have to go work inside the office and do all this extra stuff. Go do it. And for you men, yo, look here, man. Sometimes, a lot of the times, we got to hold back because we men. You know what I'm saying? And we can respond in certain ways because of women don't. Some women understand men, but a whole lot don't. Especially these days. They don't even know what a man is. Because a lot of times they bypass the men. So if you a man, bro, if you got anger issues, man, you got to put that aside for your woman, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be going off beating on your woman. And that's any man who's doing that. Because any man who beat on this woman, to me, is a coward, B. You know what I'm saying? I got into a situation where I wanted to cold cop this chick, but I ain't do it. I just got away from her behind. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, look, if you're going to make me act like that, I don't care what we had going. It ain't worth trying to salvage if you're going to go out like that. Because a woman knows that she can't kick your behind. So she'll play mind games on you. You know what I'm saying? She'll play these mind games on you to where it irritates you. And it irritates you and it make you go some type of way. A real woman ain't going to do that. But these women of today, bro, look here, man. They'll push buttons like it ain't no tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that's the situation in this case, but I'm just talking in general. You know what I'm saying? So we have to be careful, and men and women be careful about these relationships you get into, because it could lead to both bad consequences for both. You know what I'm saying? So y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section. OMB signing out. Peace.